Have you ever felt like something in your life just doesn't feel right? Like you're not really being yourself? Like you're playing a role? Like everybody is manipulating you or programming you? They say what you should do, what you shouldn't do, and you can't really be yourself? In this video, I will talk about masks we wear and the programming we have. Hi, welcome to my channel. I'm Gosia. And in the beginning of this video, I just want to warn you, you might hear background noises, music, loudly speaking. There are workers in our house and there are extremely loudly. So I'm recording in my daughter's room, but still I can hear them. So sorry for that. This video will be some kind of unique. Okay, let's go back to the subject. So this feeling that you are not yourself often comes when we switch roles, being a parent, a friend, an employee, or a partner. It can feel like we are playing different parts. But instead of asking why, we usually ignore and we continue. We ignore it and we continue. That's because we created a version of ourselves that feels normal, even if it's not the real us, even if it's not the authentic us. We are just programmed to play a role in the theater called life. From the moment we are born, we are influenced by our family, culture, religion, society. We thought that what's right, what's wrong, and how we should act. These messages become part of our inner voice, our subconscious mind, what psychologists call the super ego. When we even think about breaking these rules, we feel guilt, fear, or shame, or we hear comments. To avoid these feelings, our brain creates defense mechanisms, mental tools that protect us by hiding uncomfortable emotions. These keep us functioning, but they also make us act in ways that don't reflect who we really are. Slowly, we start to forget our true self, the part of us that's creative, curious, and full of emotions. Look at the babies. They are their true selves. They are the authentic selves. And then they start being programmed and they change completely. It's like living in the mental matrix. We didn't choose it. We didn't choose ourselves. We were born into it. We were taught how to think, what to believe, what success looks like, and what kind of person we should become. We didn't choose ourselves. We didn't choose the religion. We didn't choose the programming we got. Let me talk about Vishen Lakiani. I've read his book and The Code of the Extraordinary Mind. And he grew up in Malaysia, but comes from a traditional Hindu family, where one of the rules is that one must marry within the same ethnic group. So the same small Hindu group. But he didn't want to live this way. And in the end, he freed himself from this thinking, from this limiting rules, and he married an Estonian woman with red hair who looks like Czech actress Paulina Poriskova. So completely different. let's go back to the subject. But what if your real interests are completely different than what the society says? What if your environment had been different? Would you still be the same person? Everything is so subjective. Look, you being born in your country are different than you were born in a different country, right? You would be programmed completely differently. Most people are living this way, wearing a mask, acting on autopilot. On the outside, they seem okay, but inside, they often feel empty or stuck. I had this feeling. For years, I worked for companies. I worked inside offices with airco, with beton walls, concrete walls, and I felt unhappy. And I was asking myself, there must be something more. What's that? There must be something more than this. So, what can we do? We we have to see this false identity. We have to see that it exists in you. And this takes self-awareness. Look at yourself. Are you happy? Are you happy with the norms? Are you happy with the rules you are surrounded with? Watch yourself like you're watching someone else. Ask yourself, am I doing this out of fear, out of habit, or maybe because I should do it? Peeling away this false identity isn't easy, but if you keep going, your real self, the one you were born with, can grow again. All the energy you used to keep up appearances can now be used to truly change. It's not about rejecting everything you have learned, but about choosing who you really want to be and which values you want to apply, which not. Who is the real you? You can choose it. You can go back to the default programming you were born with. Psychologist Carl Jung believed we all have a deep unconscious mind. This part of us holds the beliefs, fears, and stories passed down from our ancestors. It shapes how we see the world, even if we don't know it. To really be free, we must notice these hidden beliefs, not to throw them away, but to make sure they're not in control of our lives. Otherwise, we're not really choosing. We're just following old patterns. You are following the patterns of your ancestors. And it's not your fault. You were just programmed by schools, by organizations, society, parents. If you feel fake, disconnected, or unsure, it might be because you have been living as someone you were told to be, not who you really are. Think of it like a piano. When a piano hasn't been tuned for a long time, it sounds off. Same with your beliefs. Over time, your thoughts can get out of tune. And when you try to adjust, your mind might resist. It, it wants to go back to the way things were, even if that wasn't right, because you are so used to it. So you need to be aware. We're all born in tune, feeling love, joy, gratitude, but life can throw us off. We begin to feel guilt, fear, and shame instead. That becomes our normal. The good news is, just like a piano, you can tune yourself again. Waking up from this mental matrix takes time, but it starts with awareness. The more you see, the more you can choose, and slowly you come back to your true self, not the one shaped by others, but the one that's always been there. Choose an intention which will be the activation for your dreams, and ask yourself, what do I really want when I stop following the rules that hold me back? Listen to your soul, listen to your gut and heart, and use the word I choose. I choose to study biology. I choose to travel the world. I choose to be myself. I choose to move out from my parents. The word I choose has a much higher vibration than I want. I choose comes from the place of opportunities, abundance. And if you want the word I want, it has much lower vibration because it comes from the place of not having enough. So please use I choose. Make a step plan of what you really want to achieve. Which emotion corresponds with the choice you already made? Maybe excitement. Then choose the song which represents this feeling. This song will stay as your motivation. In this kind of situations, when I need some energy, or when I am happy, or when I need some motivation, I listen to I'm Excited by Pointer Sisters, or I Have Superpowers, but this band you don't know. Use the song to motivate you and bring back the positive feeling when you feel down or you doubt yourself. Make this a habit. Use the music to stay connected to who you really are, who you want to be. Choose the song that really resonates with you and with your goal. Remember, you are not your religion. You are not your mask. You are not your parents' ancestors' limiting beliefs. You don't have to do what others expect from you if you don't want to. You are something so much deeper, and you have the right to wake up and be yourself. And I want to empathize it. It's not your fault where you are right now. You were programmed. And you can choose this program. You can change this program. Sorry, I'm a bit distracted by the sounds I hear outside, by the workers. You can really choose to go to your default programming, to go back to your authentic self. You can always change it at any age. I wish you all the best. And if you liked my video, give me the bold thumb and subscribe. And I see you in the next video. Bye.